Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Friday. I hope you're doing well, because I've got another indie game for you today. Today, we've got Thomas Was Alone. It's a beautiful little indie platformer developed by Mike Bithell. Bithell. It was released July of 2012 here on Steam, although it was originally released as a Flash game in 2010, but it has subsequently been taken down to kind of make this much improved, much more fleshed out version. It takes place inside of a computer where we control several out-of-control AI of varying shapes and sizes as they kind of try and escape and advance and figure out exactly what they are in this as 2D representations in this 3D world. The game is wonderfully narrated by Danny Wallace, who is a British humorist who you may recognize as the voice of Sean Hastings in Assassin's Creed, the nerdy guy who always wears the collared shirt and sweater for some reason, always pushed up past his elbows. Why would you do that? So as always, before we get started, I would like to take a look at the settings menu. There's actually a panel that comes up before you get into the screen, a launcher panel that comes up before you get into the screen that lets you choose your screen resolution and your graphics, which isn't really much. It just lets you choose between fastest and fantastic and everything in between, which you don't really need too much of, but it does have individual voiceover volume and FX volume controls as well as music volume, and the music is absolutely delightful. You saw the composer's name in the opening credits, and I think you'll see that it's just a delightful game. So let's get started, shall we? The program was a failure. People forget this. It was a massive flop. Thomas AT23612 wasn't special. It was just an AI in the right place at the right time.
Was alone. Wow. A weird first thought to have.
Huh. So you can hear the delightful narration there. He sounds very much like Stephen Merchant's Wheatley, which I don't know if that's just me stereotyping on British people or whatever. But you can see that it not only has support for the movement keys, but also thumbstick, so it does have control pad support. And I think we're just supposed to move into this, empty vacant rectangle that's conveniently shaped like our eponymous hero Thomas. 0.2. Delightful. So we have a pretty good sized jump here, and as we progress further down,
to start listing his observations for posterity.
We get a delightful narration that kind of tells us what's going on.
Alone thing. 2. Portals. They led somewhere. He'd yet to work out where. 3. Falling. Thomas was absolutely fantastic at falling. He was almost as good at falling as he was at observing.
The narration reminds me of Douglas Adams, the very Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which I absolutely totally dig.
Interesting. Thomas couldn't fall past this block. Think, damn it, think. What if there was some kind of inverted fall? Some way to... what's the word? Jump.
You mean like that? Oh yeah, I can totally do that.
It worked. Thomas had solved the great inverted fall mystery.
Huh. But you see what I mean? That it just creates a delightful, relaxing headspace to play a game in.
Thomas noted there was no real danger in missing it. The world didn't want him to fail here. It was pushing him, but gently.
And you kind of go through and you get told a delightful story about the possibility of becoming self-aware.
This all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at any moment.
I wonder what that
He was
is.
starting to suspect it might even be
I don't know, but it definitely gave me a little ping when I got it, so it must be a collectible of some kind.
This all seemed a little dangerous.
Yes. Oh God. Oh boy. Oh, things have suddenly gotten different.
Stable, and it seemed
That's
to
not cool.
Thomas that it
Not
could let
cool.
him down at
Not cool
any
game.
moment.
So if you notice down in the bottom corner,
It might even be doing so on purpose.
if you notice in the bottom right corner, it has a corresponding marker to let me know that I am currently in control of that one character. Later on, once I start to meet other AIs, you'll actually be able to cycle through the characters because you have to use them together since they are of varying shapes and sizes, as I said earlier, to get around and platform your way through the level.
He felt like he was making progress, but there wasn't really any way to know. He seemed to be moving predominantly up and to the right, which might, or might not, be important.
And it definitely seems as though this is going to be one of those games that makes you think it's telling you everything, but absolutely is not.
Thomas could have sworn the world was becoming more complicated. It always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills.
It's interesting to
Designed.
It's interesting to see a game try and explain
Why? Was
progression.
testing him? No. Too obvious.
and the natural want of a player to move on, to go forward, to keep playing the game. Pass through respawn points to save a character's
Something about the
progress.
boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. He certainly didn't want to swim in it.
Yes, we've discovered that earlier. It's a very bad idea.
4. Water. Not good. To be avoided.
Don't forget number 32. Always appreciate the little things. Ooh, wow. Now we're definitely starting to get complicated.
Was getting to Thomas.
Yeah.
No amount
Yeah.
of observation
Yeah.
or obsessive note-taking could
Okay.
combat that.
Oh, damn. Too far. So, we're still in basic platforming so far. I'm trying to kind of maneuver my way through this as quickly as possible, while at the same time kind of giving you a sense of the care and appreciation that went into every second of telling you a delightful story that just really tries to submerge you in the world.
Thomas had a new theory. The world was training him.
Now, that's definitely a
He could feel
possibility,
himself
game.
Getting smarter. There was the mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he'd become a pretty skilled jumper.
So,
Evolving.
yeah.
He just wished.
So, spontaneous generation, which means that Thomas wasn't created until this game began, which is interesting to note. Oh, come on. Oh, of course. The queue on the other side is always shorter. Yeah, come on. Get through. There we go. Come on, Thomas. You can do it. You can do it, buddy. You can make it. There we are. Whew. I've submitted hundreds of bug reports. I told that idiot this would happen. Overlapping scripts, more than one AI was bound to be spawned into an environment at some point. It turns out I missed the point. That little error changes everything. Interesting. So it seems as though
Immediate and deep
that
dislike to the
those-
skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was?
not only are these different shapes having different personalities, which you can totally see, but this I didn't connect before. Those quotes in the front seem to be possibly telling the outside story. Change character. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, I need to use Thomas, like a little stepladder to get over. Tell the outside story of what's going on as far as the
Chris had been doing
development
fine.
of the game,
He wasn't a
or
highest jumper, but
whatever it is that
he'd even been graceful at times.
the QA guys that are talking are doing.
Graceful is probably the wrong word, but fine. There was that skinny little runt leaping about like he owned the place.
Oh God, that was my Thomas face, which to be fair isn't really a face; it's more of a box. But hey, who's counting? Okay, I think I stopped Christopher over here because I think I might need him. No, never mind. I don't need him at all. But I can go on through. Ah, crap. I need Thomas though. Sorry, Thomas. You gotta move. Okay, now we can jump over. I don't think I need him anymore because the rest of this should be just a fall, which also, coincidentally, Christopher is just fantastic at. So, buck up, little buddy. And we go back up here and complete Thomas, and then we'll move on to the next stage. Whee! Oh, they both got to get up there. How the hell? Oh.
Okay, this was more like it. A glowy white thing. Only Chris could get to it, which of course made it all the more enticing. What would it do? What new opportunity might this switch open up to him?
I don't know, but let's find out. Jump. Ooh. Well, I guess that's what that does. And now we'll use Thomas as a little bit of a stepladder. Ah, we're gonna have to go the whole way up like that. Yeah. Well, I wonder. No, you can't jump with the other person on top of your head. That's unfortunate. Then we line Thomas up again.
Great. Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. How fortunate. Seriously, this made the whole switch pressing thing entirely worthwhile.
Oh, that's delightful. Typical British snark. It's one of my favorites.
Was this good? Because on the surface, it did not seem good.
Oh crap, I'm gonna need to get
Little Red
Christopher
seemed
over
fine,
here.
happy to be on his merry little adventure.
Yes, Thomas is quite content.
Chris couldn't shake the feeling
Oh,
that
boy.
things had taken a
Yeah.
significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him. Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so
Damn
slightly
it.
higher platforms, which was sort of his point.
It makes you wonder what the rest of them are gonna be like, and when they're gonna show up, and it kind of really does an excellent job of compelling you forward as a player. $1.5.
Chris stared at Thomas with pure hatred. He seemed so very happy at their situation. Friends together, a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness.
Oh crap. I don't know that you're gonna be able to make that,
would be
Chris.
fine.
Oh, there we
It was
go.
all the obvious observation that Thomas was doing which grated. Every time they saw something vaguely new, Chris would hear a satisfied little from the vaulting idiot.
So it seems as though Chris doesn't really appreciate the observational skills that Thomas has
Only for a
cultivated.
few
Damn it.
levels.
Damn. Come on, basic platforming. There we go. And now we'll put Thomas here. Nope. I guess. Are you supposed to go down? Yeah. I guess you are. Almost. And then I guess Thomas is supposed to go up and around because he can't go through here. Oh, wow. Oh, why does it always have to be water? Water with what appears to be poo gas. I know they called it boiling acid earlier, but which would you rather have? Boiling acid or poo gas? That's what I thought. Well, here's our third.
John knew. He knew that this was his chance. A moment to shine. This was game day.
Seems as though we have a very determined AI on our hands now. Let's see, we'll use... Interesting. How the devil are you supposed to do that? Well, what if you put Thomas there, and then, jump right on top, and then you can just scoot Thomas in, like so. Nice.
This
Huh.
would not do. John needed room to show off his exceptional skills. As it was, he was trapped on the wrong side of these little dot things.
So,
Where did they
it
come
would
from,
seem as
anyway?
though John has a special talent that he is just dying to show us. Probably has something to do with his jumping skills, because he's not exceptionally fast or anything. Oh, there's Thomas, okay. See what I mean? Now I have the yellow, orange, and red blocks, and the arrow actually points over which one I have selected, and then you can go either Q to advance forward or E to advance back.
To put his training to
Oh, wow.
use time to show those little dots how it was done.
Whee! He does jump rather high and far. I like it.
John decided to press the switch
Wham.
to let the little dots catch up with him. John cared for his new allies.
Well, good. I'm glad that John is at least compassionate because Christopher is just kind of a douche. Well, a square, basically. Yeah, he's kind of a square. I'm sorry. I'm actually having fun with this game. You know, it really does. I've said this a couple of times now, but it does give you a good chance to just sort of turn your brain off and be told an interesting story while, at least so far, using basic platforming skills. There hasn't really... I know it's going to get probably incredibly difficult, but as of this point, so far so good, you know? And I'm enjoying the hell out of myself. Moving on down. And we'll, I reckon I'm gonna need you. And then we'll line up Thomas here. Christopher, on the other hand. It's interesting that I'm not calling them by square, rectangle, and larger rectangle, but by their actual names instead. The game has given them a name, and thus that is their name. Get over there, and now we can get over. Good job, Christopher. See? Even for a little squat man like you, you can still find a way through. I think you might have been able to get Christopher through that little middle section, but, you know. Up and over, as they always say. Okay, this one's gonna be a little bit more tricky. Let's see, can I use Christopher to just get up there? Nice. Oh, it's moving.
He was seen to help the little guys.
Okay, so I reckon. Oh crap! Really? Wait for it. Yeah. Damn it! I should have just stayed up there. Oh, come on, Tim. Remember that basic platforming statement? There we go. Much better. Okay, and now he's through. And now you should be able to go through, Christopher. And then Thomas will fit too. Nice. So let's make our little staircase again for Christopher. We don't want to make him feel left out. He tends to get a bit cranky. Ah, damn. That's not good, because I can't... And I don't... Well, let's see. What if I do this instead? Give myself a little bit of room on that side, huh? Smart guy. And then, just like so. Perfect. And then I'll only need Thomas up here. But let's go ahead and get John out of the way. And on to his next destination. Oh, damn. And there we are. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I'm gonna make our little staircase again for Christopher. Up and up. Yeah. Ah. There we go. There's more than one way around. There usually is, anyway. Up. Oh, really? They're gonna make me... They're gonna make me Thomas and Christopher my way up throughout the entire level. Okay, so John probably isn't gonna have very much problem crap getting up there, but Christopher, on the other hand...
So much either. The red one, Thomas, had a charming way of applauding every time John jumped.
Yeah! Okay, that's 2. I got 2 out of 3. And then Thomas should be able to jump on there once he gets over. Once it comes back down... Yeah! Awesome. And now we use Thomas. Yeah! For Christopher and himself. Fantastic. Oh, I don't know. There's a wonderful sense of accomplishment. It's difficult to describe, but then again, that's exactly my job in this scenario, so I'm going to do my best here. It feels like you're not forgetting your friends, you know? Because if you just kind of let your mind go and believe what you're being told and just sort of engage in the story that's being told to you, it's absolutely delightful. And it gives you an opportunity to submerge yourself into an area that you've never been to before, which is really just something that's been missing from games a lot of the time. It is exactly, A, the reason why I do this indie series in the first place, and B, why I figured this game in particular was going to be a lot of fun to play for it. Yeah, oh, come on. Oh, that was the worst thing I could have possibly done. Sorry, I got distracted by making my point and not worried about finishing the level. Can Christopher get up there by himself? Of course not. But I wonder... Yes! Worked like a charm. Okay, so I think that was 119, right? So that should now be... Oh wow, I was way off.
This was interesting. A floating target. This would require coordination, balance, and timing. John was sure the dots would be lost, but he was happy to guide them to triumph.
Okay, let's see what we can do here. Damn. Of course, Christopher is absolutely hampered. Ah, I see. Good on you, John. You really are a good friend, even though, well, they may not appreciate you all the time.
Maybe that's what the dots were for. They were there to extend John's reach, to make his performance even more impressive. John liked...
Or, you know, you could help us for selfish motivations. That works too. Whatever, you know, whatever you want to do. Oh! New AI time? The initial group possessed simple variations in size and strength. More complex configurations are inevitable. As errors spread, these variations became increasingly extreme.
So,
interesting.
this was how Claire died.
Oh, Claire. Oh, Claire.
But eventually,
Claire the giant blue square.
rubbish at jumping,
Ha!
and she moved slowly. She felt a little like her continued existence was breaking some kind of natural
Oh,
order.
that water. That water is not going to be good. Please don't drop anymore.
A dramatic death, she supposed.
Oh, this is supposed to happen, and I don't like it. Nope.
What? Claire couldn't shake the feeling that she was not, in fact, dead.
Oh, wow.
It was at that moment that Claire realized she had superpowers.
So Claire might be a little bit insane, but she can float through the water. And that's going to be a very handy trick when it's going to come time to traverse some of those areas.
There was no getting around that. You couldn't be a superhero without a cape. Claire didn't want confusion. If you
I
saw a
wonder...
cape, that made matters clear. You knew what you were dealing with.
And then we can just move over, and like so. Perfect. Then we could put John on Claire's back, and it's like running in Super Mario Brothers across the pit. If you get going fast enough, you never really fall in. So that puts her in place, and like the Tetris piece it is, dropping. So now we have all four.
Right.
Huh.
Fear not, my skinny friends, for I am Claire, and I will save you.
And then we should just be able to do and Christopher, there's no need to be mean to Claire like that. And John in place, and now we go back to Claire, and Claire goes on in her hole. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is a pretty good little look at Thomas Was Alone. If you enjoy this game, I'll put a link down in the description for you to buy it, which I absolutely think you should. This game is really fantastic. And please go support the developer. You saw his Twitter handle there on the opening credits, at Mike Bithell. You guys have a wonderful day. I'm going to continue playing the crap out of this game because, well, I gotta know. I gotta know what else the rest of the story is. It's too intriguing. So, as always,
began to rise, Claire vowed to save this little rectangle in as many restarts as it took.
as always, we'll see you next time.